We are here. We are here, y'all. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to all. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack, people. Get your bows ready. Get your dabs ready. Get your joints ready. Get your backwoods ready. However y'all do it. Um, we here, y'all. Let me get this little bowl ready. Give people a little time to wipe their feet at the door. One day closer, people. One day closer to what we all been waiting for, this game coming up against the 49ers. And as you see, hold on, let me get this shit going. Let me get this shit going. We about to see who the fuck is in the building, man. We about to see who's in the building right now. As soon as I finish up this bowl, people. But yeah, good morning to everybody, man. You know, another day, another opportunity, another 24 hours to go out there and try to take over the world, man. You are the starring role in your own movie. You know, that's how you got to look at your life. And that's really what you are. You are playing a starring role in your own movie. So pretty much whatever you make of it, that's the results you're going to get. You hear me? And sometimes you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. So that's a few words of wisdom for y'all this morning. Well, let's see who the fuck up in here, man. Of course, my boy, Zane Strong, holding it down for us all, doing his thing. What's up to you? Good morning. Mahalo, my bro. Shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to Alaska. You already know. John Bainan is in the building, man. I told you, I got a two-man team right now, you know, for the like button police, man. So whenever you see John Bainan, that just means, oh, did I hit the like button? Oh, if I didn't, let me hit it. Whenever you see my boy Milto, if you didn't hit the like button, go and hit the like button, man. Let's run this shit up. Let's get this platform going to heights that we never thought it'd go. Good morning and shout out to my girl Monica, man. I'm doing great this Thursday. How are you doing? How you feeling? How's the fam doing? You know, kids in school. It's probably a time you get to relax a little bit. Probably not, because you got Zoe over there, you know, running the whole house. I already know how that go. My boy Ernie's in the motherfucking building, man. Shout out to Ernie, man. Hey, Zane, that's what I'm about to do right now. As soon as I'm done with y'all, about to go out here and make this change, man. But as y'all see the thumbnail, man, draft and develop, y'all. Draft and develop. Draft and develop. First of all, one of the things that is near and dear to the Packers organization and just the way that they run it. Some people may not be fans of draft and develop. It takes too long, you know. They don't like seeing guys go through the growing pains. And let me tell you, if this is what we're going through, if this is called growing pains, the league is in trouble and the league is on notice. The league is already in trouble and the league is already on notice. Kenyon Drake, he came over to Green Bay, not there no more, but for a cup of coffee. He wasn't even there long enough to take a shit. But what did he notice? He said, damn. He said, I ain't even that old. But he said, this team is young, but this team is good. And they're going to be a team that is good for years to come. And how do we do that, y'all? How do we make a team that is good for years to come? We got to draft good, bro. We got to draft good and draft well. And the past 2 years, we've gotten an A+ in draft. I don't care what none of the draft aficionados say, giving us grades. And then first of all, you can't give a draft grade on draft day. You give a draft grade when these motherfuckers contracts come up. That's how you give a grade. Even what they do in their first year doesn't solidify the pick that was used to get them, you know. So yeah, Zane, but we can do that. I have been asking for that, but we've got that. I mean, Was Rasheed Walker not ready? You know, he had some rough spots earlier on, but he did his thing. Was Zach Tom not ready? You know, he did his thing. Those are second year dudes. What about our first year guys coming in? So again, and then yes, I do agree because, and that's our early pick, Zane. Our early picks is a project picks. That's what I call them, a project pick. Like it's gonna be good, but it's a project. It's gonna take some time, right? Rashawn Gary was a project pick. He could be a project pick because we just spent all that money on Zadarius and Preston, so we didn't need Rashawn to come in there and wreck havoc, you know, like a Aiden Hutchinson who was a starter as soon as he got in because the team was just not that good. Talking about Detroit, so that's that. But if we draft this next draft coming up like we did the previous two, and I could go deeper, you know, but the previous two is the gems that I'm talking about. Gutekunst is on his shit, you guys, when it comes to this draft stuff. We got to thank Goot. We got to thank, well, Goot got to go, but we got to thank Goot. We got to thank our scouting department because, like, we've got some gems that's just crazy. So we're looking at both teams now. All right, so well, Zane, to you know, play devil's advocate to your argument there. I mean, Jordan Love must have been picked at the perfect time, right? Hindsight is 2020. At this point, some of us Packer fans might think, well, shit, maybe we should have started Love last year. Maybe we should have traded Aaron Rodgers earlier. Maybe we could have got more of a ransom from some other sucker team out there. We still got a good deal from the Jets. I still think, although we didn't get that number one, but the past two drafts we had, I give it an A+. And if Goot is to come out this next year and do a draft equivalent to the past two we had, the league is already in trouble and the league is on notice. Like, we are in good hands, man, whether it's the people we have now or we are in good hands, whether it's how Goot has been drafting the past 3-4 years, man. Even 3, 4, 5 years, man. We got some gems. We got some solidified. Elton Jenkins looks like a solidified 10-year starter. Rasheed Walker, 5th, 6th rounder, starting second year. Zach Tom, 4th, 5th rounder, starting second year. And I mean, not just starting, but flourishing, getting better every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's making me think about this team that we playing against, right? You got two different ways. There's routes to get everywhere. You could catch the alleyways. You could catch the back streets. You could jump on the freeway, or you could jump on the main streets. You're still going to get to the same destination. It's just different ways to get there. San Francisco 49ers, what they got? Big time contracts, big time acquisitions, big time trade acquisitions, big time free agency acquisitions. Like, they doing the most to get to where they're getting, and we in the same motherfucking spot. How did we get to where we getting at, y'all? Hello, draft and develop. And actually, there was a series on this channel, you know, when I had a little more time with my life, that I would do called Draft and Develop, where every single week I would only talk about the rookies' progression, whether they had one tackle, one sack, one carry. I just monitored their progression because a lot of things that happens in the draft. Now, this is what I hate. I already told y'all, you cannot get a draft grade. How the fuck you gonna draft? Oh, Packers draft grade B-. The kids ain't played yet. There's one thing about drafting, and then there's one thing about developing. You cannot say somebody's a bust or not till after their 4th year. Great Packer Mike Wall said he didn't figure it out until his 4th year. So we gave him enough of that time. Oh, you already know. And Brandy, if we were to get anywhere near close, and again, shout out to KHTV, but anytime you make a Super Bowl or make certain kind of runs, they start snatching people up. What happened when we was the number one offense in the league for a couple years and we had the gold zone? Oh, Nathaniel Hackett, let's get him. And of course, the nice person LaFleur is, he just lets his people go. But I'm glad Brandy made this comment because Brandy is the inspiration behind today's thumbnail. Yesterday, she said Look at both teams. They got here two entirely different ways. What did I just say? San Francisco, Christian McCaffrey, big acquisition. Chase Young through a trade. Hargrave through free agency. Like, they doing all this stuff. They got their people that they drafted too, but how did we get to where we're getting? Draft and develop, baby. So, hey, Goot got to go. You know what I'm saying? But that shows there's more than one way to skin a cat. Now, I love that saying. I never really meant or knew the real meaning behind it, because is skinning cats a thing? Who skins cats? And what is the actual process of skinning a cat? I don't know, but there's more than one way to skin a cat, and we're doing it by draft and develop, man. These people that we drafted the past 2 years are prominent figures on our team. You see the thumbnail. Those were just the first 4 names, man. Already, Musgrave, has he not made an impact? Kraft, has he not made an impact? Jaden Reed, has he not made an impact? That's this year. Last year, Sean Ryan, has he not made an impact? Zach Tom, has he not made an impact? Rasheed Walker, has he not made an impact? For you guys not fans of old Packers, they never make big free agency acquisitions. We always getting people who are on the tail end of their career, this and that. Well, when you have a farming system, that's what I call the whole Packers deal. And then again, is it safe to say that we don't need to draft a receiver? Again, it gets me mad when the consensus thinks the Packers has to do something, and then, oh, Packers need a receiver. How long have they been saying we needed a receiver? Did we need a receiver when Jordy Nelson was there? Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, Devontae Adams. The whole time Devontae Adams is playing for us in his whole greatness, whole time Packer fans still saying we need a receiver. We need a receiver, but we got the best one in the league for the past 3-4 years. But we need a receiver, though. That's why I'm happy I don't own the Packers. That's why I'm happy nobody doesn't own the Packers. Again, if you're a shareholder, but that's really nothing. It's just we know what that is. But again, not anybody else has that shareholder situation. So again, if you ain't Packer shareholder, go ahead and try to do that next time it comes around. It's got to be soon, because we are on the up and up. So, but yeah, nobody likes the draft and develop process. It takes too long. But if you look at what the fuck we've just done, it only took 2 years, bro. And if we are to have an equivalent draft this year coming up to the past 2 we've had, even if we have half of the draft, we got A+ in both drafts, these past 2 drafts we had. If Goop, our scouting department, and all of them are still on the same shit, drinking the same juice that they've been drinking these past couple years, bro, the league is going to be in trouble. Big Nate is in the house, of course, swagging with attitude. You got to have attitude, you know. Hey, if you don't stand for something, you don't stand for nothing. James Jones is a legend. One guy that I forgot to add, guys that we just, all of our guys are drafted and developed to where they're doing and what they're doing right now. San Francisco's full of big free agent acquisitions, big ass contracts, extensions, all kind of shit. Lucked up with Purdy, lucked up with him, got him, ended up getting rid of Lance, give them that for their draft and develop. But most of their team, they got their drafted guys, but now they're at the point where you got to pay them big money. You got to pay Debo big money. You got to pay Fred Warner big money. You got to pay Nick Bosa big money. We ain't even there yet, bro. Our Nick Bosa, we ain't got to pay yet for another 4-5 years. That's Lucas Van Ness. We already gave Rashawn a little bag. But these are guys that we are drafting and developing. So I don't want to hear no more Packers need to do this in free agency. And I don't want to hear anymore that Packers need a receiver. I don't even want to draft a receiver anymore. We got enough problems trying to see if Dubois gonna make the damn team. If Torrey gonna make the team. Guys like that are like at the bottom of our depth chart. Did y'all see Romeo Doubs this weekend? We all know what Christian Watson is capable of, right? Did y'all see Jaden Reed all year? Did y'all see Zach Tom, one of the best tackles, right tackles? Who's seen that coming? We come from David Bakhtiari on the left side, having the best left tackle, best highest paid left tackle for a long time, and we just end up not accidentally, because give credit to our draft scouting department and all that. But we got a Zach Tom guy, looks like he can be a 10-year starter. Then tackle becomes too much for him. I don't know. Guys is getting too much bigger. bigger than him, hey, or faster than him, hey, put him at guard. Oh, Zach Tom could also play center, like ultimate Swiss Army knife between him and Elton Jenkins. Ultimate Swiss Army knives as an offensive player for this offense, man. And I'm loving every minute, every bit of it. Thank you, Ernie. Hey, I try to only speak the truth, man. Logical truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been one of the guys. Oh, we need a receiver. Well, do we really? We got fucking Devontae Adams. We got Allen Lazard to a lower extent. Hey, ain't enough blocking in the world. That's why he still ain't here. But, man, I've watched Allen Lazard highlights of just him blocking people, and they're devastating blocks. Blocks to the point where the defender's getting up trying to fight. Like, that was a cheap shot. No, it wasn't. It was in the field of play. That boy Lazard's a goon when it comes to blocking. And I like how Sauce was jumping up and down with the little cheese head on, and Lazard went over there and said, nigga, what? Knocked that shit off his head. Remind me of my older brother. I ain't even gonna get too much details, but we was in our hood, right? He got like an eagle eye. Some nigga walking across the street with the wrong hat. I'm like, what, bro, looking at? He just looking at the dude. I'm like, then I see him walking across the street. I'm like, oh, shit. So I start to follow, but I'm following from far behind. He went over there and slapped dude head off. Slapped his hat off. You know what I'm saying? Can't be wearing that shit over here. So Lazard made me think about my big bro when he did that. When he slapped off Sauce Gardner's little cheese head, that reminded me exactly when my big bro slapped off the nigga hat that he was wearing in our hood. He shouldn't have been wearing. Exactly. It's a different game, Brandy. You know, that's why, you know, it was a while too. A couple years ago, even last year, I'm like, Packers got to stop drafting project players. Let's get a player who's going to come in week one and make an impact. Hello, Jaden Reed, you know, hello, to a lower extent, Christian Watson, if he was healthy, right? All these guys have made an impact. And just like you said, and to be honest, too, that's why we really got to appreciate this shit. Brandy, I had no clue all this was going to happen. Again, if you watch my draft reports, though, you know, they're going to be back out this year. If you watch my draft reports on all these guys, though, it was pretty much a good review. You know, I said what they were good at. I said what they were bad at. Very high on Jaden Reed. But again, let's just respect. Hey, Zane, hell yeah. You see, I'm running my mouth. Didn't even take one. See, that's why I need one, man. That's why I need Zane in this bitch. Shout out to King Howie, man. Thank you for always supporting, bro. Oh yeah, the media stinks, man. The media stinks. Back in the day again. So I had a draft and develop series. You know, I used to talk about, and I also had part 1 and part 2 of the media sucks. And I have a lot of more stories of why the media sucks. And again, that might have to, you know, I might have to bring such series back to this channel because there's a lot I got to talk about with that too. The media really stinks, man. You can really re-roll. Hey, Packers media too. Packers content channels makers too. You can re-roll something that they said then and something that they said now that is polar opposite. So it's like, how do you really feel, homie? Now that the results are in, hindsight's 2020. Oh, you feeling good now, but 3 weeks ago you was talking this and that. But we ain't gonna get into that. Yeah, that's another thing. Again, inspiration for my video yesterday. You know, I put Garoppolo on there, just saying the times has changed. We are no longer playing Garoppolo, Mr. 4-1 against Green Bay, and they are no longer playing Rodgers. This is a different story, different deal. So they still confident, like they feel like it's that Mostert game where Mostert ran off on us. They feel like it's the Kaepernick game. They feel like it's the divisional game when they came to Green Bay and beat us. This is a different team, people. You know, and again, just like last week, the more days pass by, I'm getting more confident. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But KH, I was saying yesterday, we got a little less work to do than they do as far as coaching. You know, listen, I really honestly feel all we need to do is watch Baltimore's game. Maybe a couple of their divisional games because their divisional opponents know them more than anybody. We can grab some things from that. But let's also remember Joe Barry at one point in time was the NFC West killer. He used to be up over there. He knows all them teams. Look at Joe Barry's record against NFC West teams. Not so bad, you know. So, yeah, I think all we got to do is watch that Baltimore film. That is enough to show us what we need to do to them. It is very recent. What I was saying yesterday, Jayden Reed didn't even get a catch this last game. How you going to scout Jayden Reed? You going to look at week 16, 15, 14? Oh, Romeo Doubs just fucking blew up against Dallas. You gonna look at that, or are you gonna look at older Romeo Doubs from week? You know, like we got, like they got their work cut out. We changed. We've been a chameleon this whole year. This team have changed so many times this year. Motherfuckers ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with us because they don't even know. Matt LaFleur has just got his feet wet on who the fuck he thinks or who he. It took a while for him to get it together. Do you guys remember the days we was only scoring 3 points in a half? Those days are gone, and they will never come back. So. Hell yeah, John. Thanks for doing your thing with that, man. I told y'all, Milt told John Bannon in the building, man, hit that like button for your boy. Let's run this shit up. But yeah, man. So pretty much moral of the story today, the draft and develop, let's not look bad at it, you know. And then again, when we draft motherfuckers, what's the point to even be negative at all? We draft somebody, why did we get him? Did you see him play yet? Did you even look at what he did in college? Probably not. Not only that, did you think of what he's doing in college, how we can translate that to fit with our actual scheme? No, you didn't do that either. You just listen to the media saying we need a receiver. And when we draft somebody else like a Quay Walker last year, doing pretty okay for himself. When we draft a heavy D, Devontae Wyatt last year, slow start last year, but doing pretty well for himself now. You know, when we draft players, do your homework, do your research. Don't just complain about a pick just because of what the consensus and what the media said we need. The moment we did not get a wide receiver last year, motherfuckers start flipping shit upside down. Same Packer fans who quit in the middle of seasons. Same ones who, again, we ain't gonna get on them. We ain't gonna get on them. I ain't gonna bother them no more, you know. 48 Laws of Power says, once you win and then just let it go, move on. Don't keep rubbing it in people's face. But I was telling motherfuckers about J-Love long time ago. I was telling motherfuckers Matt LaFleur don't need to be fired long time ago. And I've been telling motherfuckers that half this season, or not even half, has been Joe Barry's fault, y'all. So, oh yeah, it definitely means so much. And then it's just the polar opposite, Brandy. We are Little Green Bay. We've always been Little Green Bay. That's why beating Chicago has always been a thing, because back in the day, Chicago owned us for a little bit. And then we just Little Green Bay, draft and develop Green Bay. No owner Green Bay. Nobody wants to come play Green Bay. We can't get any free agents Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Then comes Reggie White. Then we get a Charles Woodson. We get a Julius Peppers. We get some guys who helped, catapult us to a winning franchise for years and years and years to come. I agree with you with that. And again, I put him and Rashawn. They are the same person. I mean, other than Pickman, But like coming out of the draft, if you look at both of their measurables, go do your homework, go do your research. Y'all already did it. If you look at both of their measurables, 40 time, this, that, and the third, everything is damn near identical. So, and I must say, for now, I must say, just because he's so young, LVN might have a little more upside than Rashawn as far as more of that TJ Watt kind of play. Rashawn, like I said, you need a pass rusher. Go and get a sack. All right, go ahead. But LVN looks like he got more to offer. His pursuit is crazy. It looks like he can drop back in certain situations. Something I would like to see Rashawn do a little more too. We paying you the bag. You got to do more than just rush. I think he has to, KH. With our boy JJ, unsung hero going down. You'll see JJ in there. It's like, he ain't really. Hey, first of all, the Detroit, Chicago. Here we go again. Dallas. The Dallas game, your boy had a good game. JJ Enagbare had a good game, man. Good pressures. Might have got in on a sack, but again, one of them unsung heroes like DeGuara. So, Van Ness got to pick up the slack, and then we got Cox. Hopefully Cox is ready to go. We've been trying to hold on to Cox. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if he could come in and do something. Brandy is crazy. It's crazy. Again, our favorite tight end ain't even talked about on a daily, weekly basis. I'm not talking about Tucker Kraft. I'm not talking about Luke Musgrave. I'm talking about Ben Sims. Hell yeah. Oh, my boy Eddie, shout out to motherfucking Cali Packer. A real one. Somebody who rides till the wheels fall off. You know, like you gotta ride that bitch till they can't ride no more. And then we'll talk about it after. You know, captains always die with their ship. They don't give a fuck what's going on. If their ship is going down, they're gonna sit right there and go down with it like a G. We had motherfuckers jumping off, no lifesaver. One of them big ones, ACL. Yeah, he had a big, you know, so that's something. Oh, Brandy right on the ACL. Yeah, so that's something he's gonna have to work through in the offseason. He will be letting y'all know now once, you know, we start practicing, there's no football and all that, but when the offseason comes, he's gonna be on the sideline. He's gonna be the one getting treatment, limited practice, limited anything, you know. Hopefully they go right into it, you know, they should and fix him up. Hopefully he doesn't go to Dr. Kevorkian. Hopefully whoever touched David, that whole staff who had to deal with David, hopefully none of them are a part of you know, fixing up JJ, because we really need him, man. Shout out to Milto, man. Hey, Milto, already told him hit that like button. They know when you come in. They know when my boy John Boehner come in. They know I gave y'all the device, right? To know who's liking it and not. You know, we got some closet watchers out there too. It's all cool. You closet watch, man. Just show some support sometimes. Hit the like button at least. You coming in watching, but you're not commenting and you're not hitting the like button. Sound like a hater to me. I'd much rather not have you around, bro. So y'all motherfuckers hit that like button, man. Yeah, it's time to show, man. I've been hearing how, you know, we've been trying to keep this guy on the practice squad, trying to protect him, make sure nobody gets him. So we're going to see what this motherfucker's about, man. And I cannot wait to see. Imagine this nigga come in there and get 2-3 sacks. We're going to be like, damn, we got another one. He will be targeted, KH. And you know what? We might as well flip a coin, King Howie, with Nixon, you know, on the defensive side of the ball. We know what we're gonna get as a returner, but we might as well flip a coin with him, man. You know, especially if they attack him, they got guys to attack him too. You know, but again, let's just hope we get aggressive. Nixon might get a holding call, might get a penalty like he did the last game. You know, we gotta expect that. I'd rather have him get that than to get burnt. So hopefully you do know and learn. I remember this one time Jair got burnt crazy and he said, fuck it. Trip the receiver. Take the penalty. Great fucking play, Jair. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, and but again, KH, after a while, you kind of got to feel happy about that because they are attacking Keyshawn, and I always said he's just a guy out of place. He's a returner, you know, kind of special teams dude. If you need him in a pinch, you need him to give somebody a breather, or if we're depleted by injuries, that's when he'll be in there playing defense. And that's why he's been in there playing defense. We get rid of Rasul. Jair ain't been around all year. Who the fuck else are we going to put in there? We already got Valentine and Valentine. So Keyshawn's going to get burned. He's all we got there, you know? So if anybody, I'm happy he's the one giving it up because that shows us more about Valentine and Valentine. It's like you would expect Valentine and Valentine to be getting burnt, but Keyshawn just that guy. But again, let's give him credit. Came in there, got a sack last week against Dallas. Got a game kind of sealing, almost kind of interception against Patrick Mahomes and them. You know, it was close to the end, and it came at a really good time. Very impactful in the game. So, and that's another thing, KH, that, you know, again, man, all around we got to work cut out. So just like we saying, oh, how they going to stop Reed? How they going to stop this? How they going to stop that? Like, do I need to name them? Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel. Like, do I got to keep going, y'all? They got guys, bro. They got guys who even against Jair is going to be a hard time. But again, we got to come out there like the fuck we been coming out there, you know, punching motherfuckers in the face, man. That's what we got to do. Hopefully we get the ball early. I think they got wind of that too. They normally defer, but don't be surprised if San Francisco gets the ball early just to kind of fuck us up in the head. But you got to be, as a defensive coordinator, kind of shaking in your boots a little bit because you still don't know. You like, it's so little of Wicks you've seen. It's so little of Reed you've seen. It's so little of all these guys you've seen, especially when they all together. People, Christian Watson, man, again, I told you, these motherfuckers is chomping at the bit. When motherfucking receivers don't get a catch, this is like a lineman. If I didn't get a sack for a game, I'm kind of pissed all week. Damn, I didn't get a sack. All those sacks are tricky. I think pressures are more important to sacks because, first of all, pressures turn into sacks. But that's all you get. A sack can't turn into an interception because you already got a sack. A pressure could turn into an interception. A pressure could turn into a forced fumble. A pressure could turn into a lot of shit. A sack could only turn into possibly a forced fumble, but a pressure could turn into an interception. All kind of shit. So that's a tricky thing about sacks. But me as a defensive lineman, if I didn't get a sack in a game, the whole week was bad for me. So imagine Jayden Reed, no catch, first playoff game, you didn't get a catch. You don't think he looking at San Francisco during chalk talk when they looking at these corners over there, and Romeo's homeboy is on the other side too. Shout out to Romeo Dobbs too. I don't fuck with Fox or nothing like that, but he did a little interview with Skip. And Keyshawn, he's one of Keyshawn's boys, LA guy. A lot of LA receivers and stuff look up to Keyshawn. Even cats I play with, Keyshawn always has camps, all kind of shit going on. So shout out to Keyshawn Johnson. Used to play pool with my uncle for sure back in the day. They was playing pool, talking shit, betting money and all that. But yeah, people gonna make their plays, all I'm saying, KA. So, we just gotta stop the bleeding wherever the bleeding starts, man. Kittle gonna get his, man. He's just gonna get his. Debo gonna get his, man. So if we shut down the Ayuk, we could shut down the Ayuk. That might be a better game plan. Let Debo get his, and and then we got McCaffrey. So like we got to figure out who to eliminate. We can't eliminate all of them. Maybe we can. I mean, the way we've been playing, maybe we can. And again, let's not doubt Joe Barry's knowledge of Shanahan. If any other situation we was put in, we had any other defensive coordinator, I don't know if they would have just as much knowledge as he has over Shanahan. The divisional game, 10-13, y'all. That was a masterpiece by Barry. Masterpiece. It was the offense's fault. Inhuman Joey, what's the word? Shout out to Dago, man. San Diego. You already know what it is. Bix19. It's going to be really fun, Brandy. And the fun thing that I've started to notice, after like 4 picks, I kind of start calming down after the draft. I'm like, I'll look up these other kids later. But we should be inclined this year after the draft to look at our 7th and 6th rounders, because that is a sweet spot for us. That is a Rasheed Walker spot. That is a TJ Slayton spot. That is a whoever the fuck else spot, 4th, 5th rounders. Sean Ryan, like guys who are really in there starting and making impacts, man. Like for real, come on. It's gonna be fun. Now, like I'm more excited for the draft now because once I seen the path that we're doing and just they know what the fuck they doing at 1265 when it comes to the scouting department, man. We've got some gems. JJ Ingabare just got hurt. 6th, 7th rounder, y'all. Come on. Shout out to Go Mike. You just got up. Well, I'm sure the next thing you're gonna do is go to the gym, right? Hey, it's still, we can still celebrate because we playing with motherfucking house money, number 1. We done did a whole lot of shit people didn't think we were going to do, number 2. And we even surprised and shocked motherfuckers who thought we would be good. I thought, I expected us to, be better. And I always said 2025 is the year that we going to take over. But we just started early. Even I'm surprised, y'all. Mr. Positive, higher point of view. I'm surprised as fuck, too. Hey, bro, how about all three facets of the game, man? Fuck just deep. We need offense, defense, and special teams to all be on point, man. This is the time, This is the time, man. Best team. Again, we had some good prep against Dallas. Hey, going into Dallas doing what we did, do not look down on that. That is going to help us go into San Francisco. And again, a lot of these cats, even though we still won, like I said, they asked Steve Smith, one of my favorite receivers of all time. They said, would you rather have a game where you got no catches, but y'all won a Super Bowl, or a game you lost, but you just balled out and broke a record? He was like, oh, I'll take the Super Bowl. 2 seconds later, he's like, damn, not one catch though. Like Reed gonna go Watson is going to go like they're going to be in trouble. And, again, Romeo got a homie too. He played corner for them. I forgot his name, but him and Romeo was on the same Pop Warner team. Another LA kid over at San Francisco. Both of them getting a lot of their family coming to the game. So, hey, it's going to be a motherfucking fight. Hey, shout out to Samurai Beast Warrior. Hey, what a hell of a name too, Samurai Beast and the Warrior. Hey, I'm taking you with me in the alley. Better than these other people acting like Carlton. Hey, let's speak that into existence, bro. Hell yeah, we waking and packing. We already did the packing, so let's do the smoking. Uh-oh, lighter going out. What a time to be a Packer fan, people. What a time. Hey, what does coach say? Do your what? Do your 111th. Hey, if Jordan could become their kryptonite, I guess Garoppolo was ours or just the whole situation. If we could flip this around, I'd be very happy about this. Because again, remember a couple years ago, not a couple, more like 5, 6, 7 years ago now, but Dallas had a little run against us. They beat us a few times in a row. I couldn't stand it. Seemed like whenever we played them, they got us. Now we done flip that around. If we can flip this around against San Francisco, because I cannot stand them. I don't like them. I hate them more than the Lions. And the Lions is in our division. Public enemy number one. We already know Bears, just because I'm a historian. They did shit to my ancestors. They didn't do it to me, but they did it to my ancestors, and I'm a traditionalist. I hate Minnesota more than the Bears, but again, they're going to be on number 2 because they've actually done harm to me. Detroit, like the little cousins, man. We ain't tripping off of them. It's cute what they doing. We look at it, laugh at it like it's cute. Y'all better handle business against Tampa. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to mix it up, bro. And Joe Barry knows best, man. He is very, very, very familiar with this offensive scheme, man. And we have an advantage. Did you not see the divisional? Definitely. Hey, they putting ice on their knees, OG. Shout out to Dark Gable, too. I was just talking about Romeo, bro. He got a homie over there. I forgot dude's name, but he played corner for the Niners, and they played Pop Warner together and all that. They're going to be battling, so that's going to be cool. And Romeo actually, looking at his interview and just looking at him, like, he looked like he just ain't taking no shit. He about to go out there and do what he do. And Keyshawn even knew it, too. For sure, my bro. But again, who knows when this dude coming back? I think he's out, so we'll see. We'll see. But we need Big AJ in there. But glad we got Emmanuel Williams. I'm thinking about Jamal Williams. Emmanuel Wilson. That's his name, right? In there. He looked okay. Exactly. And people kind of downplay that. Like, man, it's a different thing especially when you're a buzzsaw. When you're a buzzsaw and you just adding steam and keep getting steam, that's probably what happened to the Packers. That's probably how we lost in the first round, because that bye probably fucked us up. When you're going and when you're rolling, football is a week by week thing. Normally, you get one bye. That's like once a year. But normally, as a football player, you week by week. Any little thing that fucks you up from your daily routine, such as a bye week, could fuck you all the way up. And then the expectations, and then the pressure. So again, the pressure is on them. We played with house money the last fucking round, so we playing with house money this round. The pressure is on them. Shout out to CL Freeman. I don't know if I'm talking to the husband or the wife, but shout out to both of y'all. Hell yeah. Hey, I got a green bowl right here, first of all, and Mike Homegrown. Shout out to Mike Holmgren, Packer great. But yeah, a lot of our people, a lot of our dudes is homegrown. We don't get the big free agency acquisitions, but when we do it big. Get in the D train again. We didn't get no rings from it, okay? But then again, you sorry sourpuss Packer fans, sorry to say. There's only one team that wins at the end of the year, and it's all about the Super Bowl, but then it's not all about the Super Bowl, right? It's all about just being a relevant team and just winning. You lose, you don't make the Super Bowl. Okay, cool. That's one game. But like I say, if I get to go to work and talk shit, fucking in this situation, 11, 12 weeks out of 17, if I get to talk shit 14 weeks out of, like that's where the fun comes from. That's when you out all week, all day throughout the regular season, wearing your jerseys and cheering. At the end, only one team wins, and it's very rare that people do Super Bowl dynasties, first of all, and it's very rare that people even get Super Bowls. You got franchises out there, ask the Vikings, who never even won, bro. You know, so we've been a top over the past 25 years, man. We've been a top 3 franchise in the NFL, bro. You can't deny it. We got a ring whenever whenever we needed to get a ring, we got one. Are we due for another one? Yes, I would say probably so. You know, it's time that the football gods or the KHTV still in the building or the NFL, you know, to set us up for victory. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all we need to look at. They got a lot to look at. They got to look at shit from us from week 4 with Christian Watson, if he even played week 4. Whenever they got to look at shit from week something to look at. They don't have an updated progress report, scouting report on the cats we have because we barely got it. Every week we come in, a new receiver gets 100 yards. We didn't know he was going to go off this week. We didn't think Romeo would get $150 and a touchdown this week. Exactly. And Ferg really got his, man. Hey, if they won that game, that was a historic game by that dude, you know. And you know, shout out to them, man. They got them a nice little tight end now, you know. They got them a nice little tight end. Hey, you damn right, Brandy. And we got to get this shit off of the books. We still paying motherfuckers who ain't even there no more. Once we get all that off the books and then be able to make a free agency acquisition, people in trouble. So I don't see that acquisition to probably 2025. We might do a little something this next year, upcoming in free agency, maybe a lineman of some sort. You know, a guy who could possibly start, possibly be a backup, possibly be a rotational guy. You know, but I don't see us making too many big moves this year in free agency. And, you know, I'm totally fine with that. What you mean how I know, dog? I watch your videos, man. You be in there tearing shit up, lifting the whole gym. Hey, I'm right down the street from the Jungles, dog. For real, for real. Yeah, and yeah, man, he's just a legend, bro. LA legend. Again, my OG, my uncle, man, for real, for real. Used to play pool with him all the time, betting money and all that. And my uncle wasn't no ball player. So that show you the kind of, you know, kind of bread he was bringing in at the time back in the day. You know how that is, Dark Gable. LA in the 90s, LA in the 80s. No, but what they did say, Zane Strong, coaching staff said he is further ahead this week than he was last week. So that means he's playing, we hope, right? Hell yeah, on pack, bro. We got to do it. Hey, listen, Cali Packer. I think when Baltimore played them, they got 5 turnovers. So if we cannot duplicate that to our best knowledge, like we have to do that. They were flustered. Brock Purdy was flustered. I've never seen Jordan Love flustered, you know. They got Brock Purdy ahead of Jordan Love in a lot of quarterback pools too still. I think Brock Purdy is a product of the talent around him and the coaching around him. With all due respect, he wasn't drafted that late for no reason, all right? He wasn't doing – Jordan Love had a better college career than him. Jordan Love is a better player than him. And, you know, it's up to Jordan Love. Jordan Love, you know, you got the new Brady and Manning, okay, on the other side. That's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Throw Lamar in there, even though he's his own. Lamar's in his own lane no matter what he do. Respect to Lamar, and we love you. We love you, bro. But, you know, Mahomes and Allen, which they're going to be playing this week, is kind of that new Peyton and Peyton and Brady. Hey, you got this guy over here. Is this going to be a Favre and Young kind of deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hey, Jordan, Purdy is a guy. Y'all probably around the same age. You know, he going to be around for his team. You're going to be around for your team. I already know our trajectory for the next 2-3 years. You got to expect them. Respectable franchise, how they run it. They're always winners. So they're going to be there too. So this is going to be a guy who's going to be in your way more often than not, Jordan Love. Do you want to establish and set the tone by going to his house and taking him out? Come on. Hey, it's there for you to take it, J Love. For real. Beat their ass and get up out of there quick. Beat them like they stole something, though. Hello. Hey, don't sound too smart on here, okay? Packers fan 12. Joe Barry is very fucking used to the NFC West, man. Especially the Niners, man. Just look at the masterpiece he put on the last time we played him. That's all I gotta say. We should have won that fucking game, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. And both of y'all niggas gone. And we about to win without both of y'all. How about that? Oh, well, shit. Every lunch break I get. I mean, I'm always high, you know, so it's like, you know, I was always the fat kid, like, oh, I just ate. You always just ate. You know, I used to say that when I swim. I didn't used to like to go swim with everybody, you know, because you know I had the titties and all that shit out. You know, I used to wear a shirt in the swimming pool, real fat boy stuff, y'all. And growing up playing football, when they said shirts versus skins, nigga, I was the first nigga saying shirt, nigga. I'm not about to be out here with my shirt off. You know, now I'm okay. I'm a little better, but shit, back in the day, I got so many fat insecure stories. Freddie Roper, my nigga in the building, what it do, bro? Chilling, you know. Had to big up your Georgia boys, man. When we drafted Quay and drafted Heavy D, two cats you done told me about. Fred told me early about these niggas. I did, you know, they might have been before my draft report. Fred hollered at me like, hey, these Georgia boys, Wyatt and Quay, they're going to be all right. And what have they been? All right, Quay only just getting hundreds of tackles every year. You know, somebody got to make the tackles. Hey, don't tell me the odds or percentages, Ernie. We going to go in there. Hey, you got to play the game. You know, sometimes you never know what's going on. Brock Purdy might have just, right before the game, got in an argument with his girl. Somebody, dog could have died the day before. We don't know with all these humans, but what we know is we got to play the game and put amount of time on the clock. And once 60 minutes is gone, whoever got the most points going to win. Vegas don't know what they want to do. They want to say 10 points. Then they want to say 9. Then they want to say 8. They playing with people. Hey, if anybody could say that, it could be Joe Barry. Seriously. And then going into that, KH, perfect 2 little questions or statements in a row. They didn't change anything. So if they didn't change anything, Joe Barry's licking his chops. They didn't change nothing from the time we played them in the division, though. What more? I mean, they got a Christian McCaffrey now, but they still had a capable back there. Was it Mostert or one of them other? They always got good little running backs. So, hey, y'all right. Fuck the Lions, bro. I'm going with Tampa Bay. They got us this year. We pretty even with the Lions. I think we still got the ups on the Lions. They beat us early in the year. We beat them later. When we beat it counted more, and it meant a lot for us. So fuck the Lions. I want them to lose, and I want that shit back at Tampa Bay. And I want revenge from Tampa Bay, even though Brady ain't there from that shit that happened 2-3 years ago too. So Tampa Bay is on my list of who I would want to play in the NFC Championship. Detroit ain't ready for it. Detroit losing will be in Detroit fashion. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Well, you know, that's my favorite color too. If you know, you know. More so burgundy, but you know, that's why I like this beanie because they got a little red and they got certain little red spots in it. But you know, yeah, for sure. I'm in all green on Sunday, man, for sure. You know, I might have the red draws on or something. Nope, can't have the red draws on. I got on my special draws, man, that I wore last Sunday. I'm gonna wear them again. Brandy's gonna get her hair done, and we're gonna win the game. We all got to be careful about the media, bro. The media is not in our best interest. I'm just going to tell you that. Oh, well, yeah, we know Ronnie Lott. He a gangster. Oh, Mr. Lott, we in the Super Bowl. You can't play no more. Cut my fucking finger off. Wow. Ain't nobody going to do that nowadays. Ronnie Lott said, cut it off. I'm playing. Still got to pick. Hey, and we will never have to deal with that. And then the one that we lost, whatever, bro. Elway, all right, go and get yours, man. You know, like, you know, that game used to haunt me, and now I can actually watch the helicopter highlights. You know, I used to watch the highlights after the game and hope that Elway would fumble on that when he jumped in. I'm like, man, somebody got to just grab it out, and it just didn't happen. Oh yeah, listen, we good, KH. We can beat them. We just gotta go We just got to go and play our game. And we are a buzzsaw right now, Cage. Nobody want to run into us. It kind of feels good because, it gets said year after year, oh, this is a team you don't want to play. When they said it about us, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. Because I hate when the media gets on our dicks because we seen how they was treating us earlier in the year. Some deservedly so, though. But they didn't look at the real outlook. Again, that's why I do on my Wake and Pack a mini series called Don't Ignore the Good, even in a loss. If you see Wicks go off 3 catches for 93 yards in a loss, don't just throw that away. Say, oh, shit, you balled out, my nigga. If Giannis or LeBron scored 50 in a loss, you still like that nigga scored a 50 piece. LeBron best game ever, he lost against Golden State, which J.R. Smith fucked up. Scored a 50 piece, though. We remember that. It ain't all bad when you lose. We still do some good shit. I ain't even been there yet, and I will do that too. And shit, you better visit 420 HPOV Boulevard, OG, if you come out here. You abroad right now, but you ever touch American soil, man, you gotta come holler at your boy, man. Smoke one. Exactly. Defensive masterpiece, KH. Defensive masterpiece. No reason in any way in hell that Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams alone should have gotten more points than that. KHTV, they didn't even score a touchdown on offense. It was a block fucking punt. Maurice Drayton. Was that Drayton? That couldn't have been Bisaccia. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I didn't get a sack, or again, so when these motherfuckers, oh my God, wide open, didn't even look his way. Exactly. So, but Aaron he really let the cat out of the bag early, y'all. I told y'all, I seen Aaron Rodgers say, well, Devontae is around 80% of the offense. That shouldn't be that way. I'm sorry. It's good. He could be Randy Moss. It shouldn't be 80. Give him 50. Give him 40. 80% of an offense. Then that means on third and whatever, when you need it, all Robert Saleh is going to do, because we're not battling Matt LaFleur's game plan at this point. We're battling Aaron Rodgers and the ayahuasca route tree. So LaFleur couldn't do nothing if he wanted to in those positions to beat San Francisco. You said that, OG, but I'm gonna say this. Did he save his job now with Dallas? I'm not sure. But if he wins this one, his job is saved. His job is saved. I think it's like 69% he's gonna be back. I think. Hey, Cowboys kept McCarthy. The Bears kept Eberflus. And now listen, back to the Bears. Y'all just can't get it right, right? Y'all just cannot get it right. Y'all got it right, but y'all still got it wrong. Because normally I'm like, the Bears are a franchise who just unstable. They fire everybody. They need to keep their people around for longer to give him a better shot. Out of all years, you listen to me and give your coach a better shot. At the same time, you got some candidates out there who can really change a franchise around, and you guys are not going to get them. So Bears failed again. They're going to fail with the picks too. They're going to go grab some bullshit, some guys that we ain't never going to hear from again. The Bears still suck. Hell yeah, shout out to Freddie. Hey, am I right or am I right, y'all? For sure. I agree with you on that, because, we scoring 30 for sure. We've been scoring 30. We've been on the roll for a while. Yes, he did. Quiet as kept. Ain't nobody talking about that. Madden knows. Madden just gave Quay a goddamn upgrade. I'm like, about time, goddamn it. And they still undersold him on certain attributes, but even Madden figured out, like, oh, he got team of the week. All you Madden players out there, Quay just got a card. It's so many Packers cards coming out now. But again, y'all gonna have to wait for a higher point of view gaming for all that shit. I ain't gonna bore y'all with the Madden play. We got to, bro. Fuck Detroit. We already did what we did. They didn't give us our leg. And, we can show we really run the North by just making it longer than them. I don't necessarily have to play them or necessarily want to play them. I don't want to go to Detroit, Eminem there, and Calvin John. Nobody want to hear all that shit. I ain't doing nothing. Oh, yeah. Well, that's how Vegas stays afloat. I mean, Vegas been around for a long time. Hey, Vegas wouldn't be Vegas if it wasn't Vegas, if they didn't know how to do these bets and get people to start betting and do certain shit. And the mob is involved. That's all we got to do, bro. They got to look at all kind of games from us this year to get a grip on what the fuck is going on, because even we don't know. All we got to do is look at that. Hell yeah. Hey, NFC Central. How about that? It wasn't even the North. They called it NFC Central back then. I remember them days. Blake 22, how old is you, man? Everybody do what they did Sunday for sure. Hey, I'm definitely wearing the draws. Hey, I'm doing everything. Exactly. Good analogy there. Him too. Need to keep him in the mix. Oh, for sure. You got to, bro. I'm around, man. Holla at me. Exactly. So that's why J Love, I'm like, shit, me and J Love and you, we might have drank some of the same water. He a little closer up the way. Bakersfield's still a little far, but shit, I'm a field lover too. Ask about me over there. Hey, so Cage, you telling me I need to go on Prize Pick and pick his over? Nah, for real. He's a sleeper too, Cage. He's a sleeper. Christian Watson's a sleeper, and Jaden Reed's a sleeper, bro. They did not do much in the last game. Romeo just said, y'all chill the fuck out. I got this one. So who's going to step up to do this game? So that's a great question. Going into tomorrow, you guys already know what tomorrow is. Show me my opponent. I know what day it is today, y'all. So, okay, I'm almost there, God willing. Well, I ain't even almost there. I ain't even going to put that on me. I ain't nowhere near that. Shit, I'm still in my 30s, man. But hey, you know, every day we wake up is a blessing. And with that being said, we out of here, man. You know, the show's supposed to only be 30 minutes, but you know, I love y'all. Hey, shout out to my boy Blake 22, man. Shout out to KHTV. Shout out to my boy Dark Gable. You know, come through, holla at me when we in here. Holla at my boy. Thanks for coming through. And I know you be at work, and you know, it's a pleasure that you. I am humbled that you came to watch me, Cali Packer. You could be getting your Z's in right now because you know you gotta go to work. So thank you for that. Shout out to my boy King Howie, KHTV, man. Shout out to Brandy Lewis, of course, my favorite. Shout out to TR. Shout out to Ernie Martinez. Thank you for coming through, Ernie. My nigga Freddie Rowe, for sure. You already know what it do. Shout out to my boy Goat Mike. Shout out to I always say if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to CL Freeman, Packer Fan 12, Blake 22. Again, thank you, Zane Strong, for everything, bro. Appreciate you. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Milto, everybody hit that like button. John Bainon, everybody hit that like button. Samurai Beast Warrior, hey, I'm taking him to an alley with me. You got a sword, you got a star, a little star dart. Like, how you coming, bro? How you coming, Samurai Beast Warrior? What weapons you got? Inhuman Joey, shout out to Dago, man. And again, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Tomorrow, y'all. Show me my opponent, man. We're gonna break down this team a little more if you guys have the time. Shout out to my boy Big Nate too, always, man. Monica and I, the whole household over. The dog, little Nate, Zoe Angelique, new little baby on the way, the boyfriend, the daughters, you know, shout out to everybody over there. But yeah, man, you know, if y'all nerds like me, go on, just do your research, do your homework a little bit, y'all. Look at the San Francisco game versus Baltimore. You can just look at the highlights. Look at certain guys where we got guys at. Look at that scheme. I think Joe Barry could come up with something similar. And if Brock Purdy sees that again, he's like, oh my God, it's happening again. Takes a motherfucker a couple times to get to know something. And if we hit him like that, again, just like Brandy said, they ain't played a meaningful game in a long time. So again, tomorrow, I see y'all. Show me my opponent. We are getting closer, y'all. We are getting closer. Do the same fucking shit y'all did last week. I ain't playing with y'all, but I'm out.